how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to go on a tour of Cherokee Village. We're going to go see a home on Lake Thunderbird as well as the neighborhood nearby, as well as take you through the canal from Lake Thunderbird to Lake Sequoyah, and that comes out right behind me. The canal does, and this is Lake Sequoyah behind me. So it gives you a chance to see two of the lakes as well as a great way to live with access to both a no-wake lake and a wake lake. So come along with me and see some of what Cherokee Village has to offer. While we're at Lake Sequoyah, I'll just give you a quick peek. This is the dam with a small short road that goes across it. You can see there's a dock here that you can park because this is the mid-lake marine storage, as well as they sometimes offer repairs on your boats, and so you can take your boat in and out here to get to that repair and storage shop. A little bit farther away, you can see that there are some boats stored on the water. There's a couple spots you can rent there, and that is Dam Park on Lake Sequoyah. Lake Sequoyah is where the Gitchy Gummy Beach is, which is going to be farther down in that cove over there. And like I said a little bit ago, this is the canal that goes over to Lake Thunderbird. And you got to be careful when you're going through. Sometimes you might come across another boat. So it is a narrow space that you have to be careful while you're going through. Lake Sequoyah is a no-wake lake, so it's not as large as Lake Thunderbird, but it is still a good-sized lake. Lake Sequoyah is a 75-acre lake. As I said, it's a no-wake lake, so that means you can use it for fishing and boating. I've seen sailboats on it, kayaking, swimming, because it has the beach. Currently, there are still a house listed for sale on every lake in Cherokee Village, but one of them is under contract on Chanute, which means there won't be any more on Chanute. There are 4 houses listed for sale on Lake Sequoyah currently, and about 8 on Lake Thunderbird that are listed for sale. The 4 on Lake Sequoyah are starting at about $300,000 up to $487,500. They are a little bit smaller. They start at about 1,600 square feet, and the highest priced one is almost 3,000 square feet. The ones on Lake Thunderbird start at $378,000, and that's 3,200 square feet, so that one's a good deal. 2,000 square feet, they go all the way up to over 3,000 square feet. So roughly 2,500 to 3,500 on Lake Thunderbird. You're generally going to get bigger homes on that lake. That's what's really nice about this channel, though, is that you can live, if you choose to, on the quiet Lake Sequoyah, where you don't have to worry about the wake, and you can enjoy the quiet water if you choose more to fish or swim or kayak. But you also have the channel to go over to the larger lake on Lake Thunderbird, enjoy the speed boating, the fireworks, the tubing, and things like that. And so the channel makes it really nice to actually be able to enjoy both worlds. It is a really quiet place where you can just enjoy the sound of the water and the birds singing. Now on the other side of the coin, if we look at what has sold recently, there have, in the last year, been about a dozen sales as well. 3 on Lake Sequoyah, and they sold anywhere from $150 a square foot to over $200 a square foot. And so that leaves about 8 that sold on Lake Thunderbird, and they sold anywhere from $100 a square foot up to over $250 a square foot. So clearly it's going to depend on the features that you find in the home. Sometimes it depends on if the lot is flat or there is a steep incline, as well as any updates to the roof and the heat and air and things like that. But the point is that things are selling here. There's not a lot of sales, there's not a lot of listings, but when we do have inventory, it is going to go. Now, on the other hand, Lake Thunderbird is the largest lake in Cherokee Village. It's 264 acres, and so then you can do fishing, boating, skiing, tubing, drive fast because you can have the wake, except inside the buoys, then you'd have to go slower and have no wake. So only Lake Thunderbird and Lake Omaha are the lakes that you can have a wake in Cherokee Village. Here's a very basic view of Lake Thunderbird. Just past these two docks that are in our view line is the Lake Thunderbird Marina. There's spots there that you can park your boats and rent out if you don't have a property on the lake, as well as the marina where you can get gas and feed turtles. Then there's the dam where they set off fireworks, and then next to the dam is the Lake Thunderbird Center where they have the pool. Check out this new listing on Lake Thunderbird. It's got a perfect location to view the lake or get out and swim and boat in it. Not only is there a great outdoor spot at the lake, there's also this deck on the main level to enjoy. There's hardwood floor in this dining room with a fireplace. As well as an updated kitchen with stainless steel appliances. Lots of cabinet storage. There's one bedroom on the main level with a private half bath. Also a perfect window seat to enjoy bird watching in the tree outside the window. Plenty of storage in this walk-in closet. Tiled foyer. Is it foyer or foyer? I don't know. Large living room to entertain or just sit and enjoy the view. You have a front coat closet, or you have this entryway off the garage to store your coats and shoes. You have a 2-car garage plus a larger overhead door for an RV if you have, or something else that might be really tall, as well as storage above the main garage since it doesn't have to be as tall. There is a side door here, so you can access it while you're doing your yard work. Upstairs, you'll find a large primary bedroom with a great view of the water with all those big, tall windows. The primary bathroom has a soaking tub, drawers, storage, cabinets, separate water closet, double sinks, plus a separate shower, as well as more storage here, and easy access to your laundry, as well as your water heater and heater on this level. There's a secondary bedroom on this level as well. With another walk-in closet and storage areas. On the lower level, you'll find a tiled family room with tons of space. Also great views of the water. There's some storage under the stairs. There's another room here that could be used as a playroom, office, sewing room, lots of opportunities to make it your own. There is a 3/4 bath on this level, as well as access to your other heat and air. As well as your sauna, plus utility sink, water softener. And there's also this storage area for all your lake toys or even your yard toys if you fill up the garage. And you also have a patio on this level to enjoy the outside as well. Thank you for joining me on this tour today. We got to check out the channel between Lake Thunderbird and Lake Sequoyah that you can see the entrance to behind me under the covered dock. And we also got to see a home on Lake Thunderbird as well as the neighborhood around it. So it gives you an idea of what it would be like to live in Cherokee Village. Hopefully you'll get to come and see us, but if not, check out this video of another home I did that's across the street from Lake Thunderbird so you have a seasonal view. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.